Hi everyone, I wanted to go over a general overview of the Node Network and Snippet library tool that I created. This tool is designed to help streamline any presets or node network configurations that you have to make a library or database for Houdini. And I hope that it makes your life a lot more efficient. This tool is designed for you as a user in mind, and so you can create the database however you wish. I wanted to quickly show you how to open up this tool. There are two main ways. One is through the toolbar, Shelves, Library toolbar, and you can open it up from here. You can also assign a hotkey by going to Edit Tool, going to Hotkeys, and click Edit in the global, and assign it from here. The other way to open up this tool is through, I like to open it up over here next to the parameters. So going here, saying New Tab, saying Node Network Library, and here it is on the right hand side. I like having it like this because it's not directly in my face. I want to start out by making a tree in SOPs and going from there. So let's say, okay, cool, we're opening up this tool. We want to make a series of configurations for SOP level stuff. So let's just start with SOPs. First thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to category name, and I'm going to type in SOPs here with all caps so that I know it's a category. I'm going to say add category. It'll create a category. Here I'm going to add a new category, and I'm going to put that underneath. Actually, I don't like this name, so I'm actually going to highlight this and delete it, and I'm going to just put it in my description. And this way I know, okay, this is a category and this is a category. Alright, so now we have both of our categories. So let's say we are happy with this particular configuration, and so I'm going to select both of these guys, and I'm going to type in here scatter. And now you'll see you now have a scattering tool set. If I hit paste, you'll see it just pastes it in the middle of my network view. You can quickly move categories around like this, just dragging and dropping, and now you can put it back in. Now in this case we want to put the scattering back into SOPs like that. It's as simple as that. Let's say we're not happy with this particular configuration with the scatter. We want to replace it. So you'll highlight both of these guys, you'll click on your scatter, and you'll say replace selected item. It'll ask you, are you sure? It'll tell you the item you're replacing, and you say yes. It'll print out replace content for scatter. It'll tell you the item. Now I would like to go over pasting networks outside of the current network or context that you were in. So right now we are in SOPs, and I want to paste something from the top network. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to say wedge example with ROP, and you'll see we're in the SOP network, and I'm just going to say paste selected items. You'll see that it pastes, you're not in the right context, etc., letting you know that you weren't in the right context, and it went ahead and created that network for you. And this works the same way with SOPs, DOPs, all that stuff. So it'll attempt to create a network. If you already have a network open or at least available, it'll attempt to paste it in there. So here we're going to paste it in here, and there it is. This is useful because this way you're not getting caught up in, oh, I have to be in the perfect context for it. It'll just work. Now I would like to go over the snippet section of the tool. It works very similar from before. You would just say use VEXpressions, say you want to just type it in, and there it is. We want drag, so it pops up drag. You can immediately place it into the wrangle, and there it is. By default, the snippet tool will append to the wrangle, which is really great when you have multiple different things you want to put in here at the same time, like that. Now I would like going over the process of using and configuring VEXpressions for your workflow. So in this case we have a pop force, and we want to apply a VEXpression to it. For that, we'll just simply type force in here, and you'll select it and say put into current wrangle, or in this case pop force. It'll ask you which snippet or VEXpression parm would you like this applied to. This is talking about either the top level or the left, or the bottom level or the right. And so in this case, we're looking for the top level, so we'll say local force expression. You paste it, and there it is. Let me do that again so you can see. Paste it there. Here I will store the VEXpression from this pop force. So I'm going to go into my category I wish to store it in. I'll type in pop force amp brand, and I'll say copy. And it's going to ask me where I want it from. Again, left is top, right is bottom. Here, and now we've stored it. So now it's called pop force amp brand. I wanted to go over to the package file that you'll be receiving when you download this tool, and I wanted to go over one particular parameter in detail, the hide user list. This is actually setting up an environment variable inside of Houdini, and by default it's set to true so that it will save space when it shows you the tool. So by default it looks like this, and I want to show you what would happen if you set it to false. So to not have to close down Houdini, I've set up this tool here. I'm going to set it to false, and I'm going to show you what this does. So by default you'll see this username here, that's my name, Tyler. And so if you worked in a studio, you'd be able to see their usernames as well. You wouldn't be able to copy, replace, or delete into or modify their tree, but you would be able to paste from their network and see kind of what they're working on. So this is more for a studio level, and like I said, by default it's hidden, but it can be useful if you have multiple different user accounts. So for example, here I have a list of names. I want to copy the rotate in tool from Jeremy. So I'm going to say rotate in, there it is, paste. You can see that I cannot drag anything around like I could with my name. Also, all the buttons are disabled, but the buttons are suddenly enabled on my name. And now I can drag if I wish. One feature I just want to make clear of is that you can right click and say expand all. So if you have multiple subgroups, it'll expand it. You can also collapse as well. Just wanted you to be aware of that. I really do hope that this tool helps you and helps your workflow become a lot more efficient, and you never have to create the same node networks ever again. So please email me with any changes or feedback you wish for me to make, and have a great day.